I think my head might be cut off. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let me fix you guys. And it's so bright. What is this? All right. We'll wait for some people to get here. This is the lamest content ever. Thanks for watching the replay. But I posted on Instagram if you guys wanted me to do this, and like 80% of you said yes. So here we are. Welcome to the replay. We're going through pens and having a live Q&A. So if you're watching the replay, sorry I couldn't answer your question, but catch us on the next one. All right, I'll wait for people to get here because the notifications have to go out. All right, we got some people coming. I don't even know what we're gonna do. There you guys are. Where are you guys from? Good evening. So we'll see how far we get. I need to go through all these pens, and I figured it's probably gonna take me a while, so I figured I would chat with you guys while I do it and maybe talk about some of my favorite pens. Such weird content, right? We made ranch. We are going through pens. Most of these are pencils, I'm finding. I have a ton of pencils. The hardest thing is I pulled like the girls' art stuff together, my art stuff together, and all the pens that we have. So we have a lot. I'm from Anna, Texas, from Michigan. Where's everybody else from? Brooklyn, New York. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday evening for most of you. Okay. So how do you guys like to store your pens? Roswell, New Mexico, for the aliens are. Indiana. Hi from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Kentucky. Hey, Michael. Eaton. Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome. South Africa. Wow, I think we've got someone winning for the furthest. Anaheim, California, Disneyland area. I heard Disney, what's the area in between Disneyland? This is how long it's been closed. I forgot. Not Magic Kingdom. What's it called in the middle of Disneyland and California Adventure? What's it called? It's not Main Street. What is it called? It's open though, right? The shopping center between the two. Ugh. Okay, so these are watercolor pencils. These are my jam. They are my favorite. And apparently I organized them already. Or they were homeschool ones. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many. Downtown Disney. I heard Downtown Disney is open. Okay, let me show you guys what we're working with. I should have got Switcher Studios going. But I've got this big old box of pens that I just kind of, oh, that's empty. That's fun. That I just kind of throw all my pens in when I don't know where to put them. And then I had some in the scrap box that are kind of organized. I have like paint pens, dry erase markers. Found this random bag of crayons and pens. I have colored pencils, bunch of different colored pencils. Here's another random box of pens. I think these are like more of my favorite pens. And then just more pens. So there's that. And I'm a homeschool mom, so I gotta have something. But do I really need this much? Oh, and you guys also didn't see all of it. So let me see if I can turn you guys around. So I have also, those are our watercolor pencils. Some random pens right there that Briley said they're hers and she didn't want me to get rid of them. And then 3 of these. These are my more watercolor pencils. Some art markers. Some chalk pens I just bought. Hi. I pulled all these out of like a case that we had because we had like a whole case of pencils. Ridiculous. All right. So anyways, let's do some fun Q&A while I just kind of mindlessly go through this stuff. And hopefully I can think and sort at the same time. I think the best place to start is put them in order of like what they are, right? Like get them what they're like kind. I don't even know. Why is this so hard? Let's do some Q&A though. Ask away. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I feel like I haven't been live like with an actual Q&A or talking in so long that we're like, where do we even begin? We haven't been anywhere. So I went through mine, yes, like kinds together. I went through mine not too long ago and threw away a bunch of pens. Disney Springs. Hey, Kim. Yeah, Downtown Disney. Miss you too. All right, so here's a good like kind. These are actually my favoriteest highlighters. They're gel highlighters. And I believe I got them on Amazon, but these are my favorite. Of course, I'm going through the box of all the pens that I normally use. But, okay, hold up. I have multiples, which I don't need. So that's where I think I want to start, is light kinds, but also if I have multiples, get rid of the multiples. What do you think? I haven't been on the business Zoom calls all summer, so I feel out of the loop. Should I jump back in or will I be lost? Yeah, jump back into those Zooms. I also have been filming all the really good questions, and if we have some really awesome answers, I put them on the Zoom hub in our membership so you can see all the Zooms. And this is kind of why I wanted to start doing some more Q&As on YouTube, because I wanted to encourage anybody who's a business member who has not been joining our Zooms to join them, because they're so beneficial. I have seen so many of you guys start to flourish and just take your businesses to the next level by just joining those. Okay, I think I must have had 2 sets of these, but I am going to make giveaway bags for friends, or all my friends who are homeschooling and need some stuff, because I have way too much stuff. And so I have 1 set of these, and I love these. I don't need any more. If I run out, I'll get myself more. Will I run out? Probably not. I have way too many pens. I've been meaning to join the Zooms, just got my tax ID, woo! Yes, join the business Zooms. They are a game changer when it comes to trying to get in with some Q&As, and it really helps me see what you guys are needing. It's helped me come up with more ideas for courses, more ideas for printables, steps that I think that you guys should be taking. So yeah, join that. Okay, I'm gonna, most of these are pencils. I kind of just want to like get the pencils out of the way. But I don't know what pencils are my favorite. And I'm not a pencil user, but the girls are pencil users. Like, I'll just do, I don't know. Are you reading comments? I am reading comments, and I'm answering questions. So if I miss your question, just ask it again. Bought your bullet journal and can't seem to find inspiration to keep up with it. It's been months. Any ideas? Actually, I was just upstairs, like, bullet journaling in bed, because technically Saturdays, like our Sabbath, we rest on Saturdays. Okay, the sun is about to be like right in my eyeballs. We have like a huge amount of smoke. Actually, that's a cloud. I see some blue sky, so that's good. All the smoke is clearing up, kind of. But I would encourage you, just push yourself to jump back in. The nice thing about the bullet journal is it is quarterly, so we're in the middle of quarter 3, and it kind of refreshes after every quarter. So if you didn't, use it last quarter, you can jump in and maybe even take that quarter out. No, seriously, that sun is about to be so bright. I don't know. So my studio is all moved around. Fun stuff. Not the same as my studio tour, so I'll have to do another studio tour soon. Seriously, it's like getting really bright. I'm gonna have to move soon. Rubber bands. I don't know what that means. Oh, rubber bands for putting around the pens. Duh. That's genius. Now I have to get rubber bands. Muhammad needs to stop. Do you want me to make you a moderator, Kim, so you can kick him out? All right, Kim, you're a moderator. Do your thing. Would love some pens, etc. I'm going to try to move you guys over here so at least you're shaded by the wall. Of course, I had to do this right in the time frame that the sun's setting. All right, I'm just going to sit back here and sort pens. See this line? That's how much... I thought for sure the smoke was going to stop the sun from coming in. And I had a blanket because I have, like, the air conditioning vent, like, right here. And now it's getting kind of hot. Spam comments. Hey, Michelle. Okay. So I'm just kind of hanging out with you guys and figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone and hang out. And I think you can just, oh yeah, you timed him out. Cool. think you can just block them or kick them out or something. Okay, so colored pencils. I don't know. I feel like we have so many sets of colored pencils. I don't know which ones are my favorite. What are your favorite pens? Or hair ties? Those are all great ideas. I just have to go get them. I just reorganized all my markers and pens. Woohoo! I am in the process. Not sure what's happening yet. Maybe if I put you guys there, you won't be in the sun. Let me put you here. And then I won't have to stare in the sun. It's just gonna be really bright. Sorry. Scrap box is right here now. I moved him, her, I'm not sure. But I moved it. I set my whole studio up a little different so that I could change it all around for going live, which I should have actually utilized what I planned to do, but I can move this and kind of like put it behind me, and then I get this natural light coming in, preferably not filming this late though, ever, because the light is a little intense when it's coming right through the window. I have Cricut pens. There's just not enough space to do light kinds because I have so much in here. And I don't know where I'm putting all the ones I'm getting rid of, but, ugh. And then I have pastels. Pastels are messy. Okay, let's see what's in there. Hey there, glad I caught ya. I think I'm gonna keep this all, ooh, I'm just gonna put these in here. I use watercolor pencils a lot, so I don't mind that I have extra watercolor pencils. I keep them all in this, but now I have a lot because we have homeschool funds, and for some reason we always buy pens with our homeschool funds as well, and we always buy more art supplies, which I don't think we need. Okay, that's a lot of watercolor pencils. I got rid of a bunch of them though. Your hair looks really nice. Thanks. I washed it today. Today's hair washing day, so did that. I may have gone to a nail speakeasy. Don't tell anybody. So I got my nails did. I'm so excited. It's so sad that we have to do that and we have to go underground and get our nails done. Obviously, I'm not worried about it. Everybody else's state is pretty much open. Our state is... how are you guys doing? Is your state open? Our state is closed. Like closed. Regular closed. Really closed. I need some questions to answer. My state is partially open, says Barbara. I was watching the Let's Make Ranch video and I was realizing sometimes if I don't explain that I'm answering a question or I'm reading one of your comments, it sounds like I just sporadically will say something. Sometimes it comes off a little rude. And I was like, hey, I didn't say that. Name your top 3 pens. Ooh. Okay, this one. This is my Sharpie, the Sharpie pen. It's a point, I don't know what the point is on it, but it looks like that. That's the one I use like all the time. I really only use that and like highlighters. Probably these, which is the gel highlighters. Is that a pen? Does that count as a pen? Love those. Love this. Like these combined and me, like that's all I really need. And then I love watercolor pencils, but that's not really pens. And then probably the Marvy brush pen. And I like the brush pen side, not the, I mean, I don't mind this side, but I don't use it that often. So probably these 3 pens right here. But I haven't used too many pens, obviously, because I have so many. I never buy new pens, but those are my favorite. Marvy, Sharpie, gel, Tebik is the brand, T-E-B-I-K. Look who's here, woohoo! Hey, Carrie. I love using those gel highlighters in my Bible. That's what it says. It says, great for Bible. Avoid sun or high temperatures because they'll probably melt. They're like crayon gel. They're so cool. I should have gotten paper so I could swatch stuff. Here, I have some sticky notes right here. So these look like this. Oh, I guess we're just gonna leave it on here. So like these look like this. It looks like a crayon, but they're a highlighter. So if I write with my favorite pen, like, hello, guys. I feel like this is the lamest content ever, but I don't really care. Okay, so if it says, hello, guys, and then I highlight it, it doesn't cover it up, it highlights it. And it's like a crayon. Throw out what doesn't write, right? Yeah. I feel like a lot of these, but like, look at, we have some old colored pencils that just need to be sharpened, but I feel like some of my friends could really use this stuff right now because they're distance learning and they need stuff to keep their kids busy, and we have way too much. So I have this whole, are these, oh, these are Artist Loft. These are good brush pens. They're just kind of harsh colors. They're like super pigmented. I don't really like the brush pens in the pigmented color because I like to use them as highlighters. And I have a bunch of the Paper Mate pens that I bought just to have like in the office. I used to fill a Ziploc baggie when I was a teacher and made an orphanage for my students to claim when needed. Now that I'm retired, I give them to friends and still teach. That's awesome. That's a great idea. I need to make a pen orphanage right now. A pen orphanage. Hey, Christine. All right. So I put all my watercolor pencils away because I don't want to get rid of those. Ooh, I have these really cool metallic pencils, but I don't know how well they work. Let's see if I like them. I just got to leave this out because it's going to be my test stickies. Let's just leave you out because we're using you. What's everyone up to today on this fine Saturday? I've never even used these. What makes them metallic? I guess so. Got my pens out. Thanks for inspiration. You're welcome. Yeah, go through your pens if you need to. Ooh, that's a pretty rose gold color. Can you guys see this? They're like metallic. Ooh, dang, girl. Did you see that? Thank you, son. We need you for something right now. Look at that. These are pretty. So these are Art 101. These came out of that kit that I said. We had like this huge box where they were organized. I was like, this is taking up like 4 square feet of my house. I need to get rid of this. And so I just dumped all the pens out. But I want to see all of these sparkle. Is this the only ones we have? These are gorgeous. Stealing these. Oh, these are cool. So they don't look that shiny until they hit the sun, but look at that. Maybe they work better on black paper. Probably. They work great, but they don't look metallic until the sun hits them. But that's so pretty. Love these. Keeping these in my special box. Okay, the rest of these are just regular colored pencils. Nothing fancy. If we have way too many of. I don't like colored pencils. I like watercolor pencils, but I don't like colored pencils. Once you use watercolor pencils, regular colored pencils just seem so boring. Don't you agree? Or maybe you don't. Maybe you love the colored pencils. The sun. The line is here now. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, look. I love these. This is probably another one of my favorites. It's just a water brush pen that you work with your colored pencils with. Love that. Oh, and I like these glue pens too. I use that in my planner all the time. And these are kind of cool, but they're a little harsh. They're the same kind of concept as the Bible highlighters, but they're like that's very dark. It like covers too much. It doesn't highlight very well. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Not loving it. I think I have a couple other ones, but it's pretty cool. Not the best. And then I did just buy these to start doing art with because I was gonna try to do some hand art SVG things, and they're pretty cool. And these ones are cool too, the Faber-Castell brush pens. I probably like Faber-Castell better than the Tombow ones, or whatever these are called, the Marvy ones, but these are cheaper, I feel like. Okay, I think I'm gonna move you guys again because the sun is creeping in this way. All right, I'm gonna go over there. I don't think that's gonna help me. I don't think that's gonna help me at all. I did not think this through before I went live right here. And I can't really move because all my pens are right here. Maybe over here. That's a little better. For, I don't know for who. Bye, need to go to my goddaughter's birthday parade, woohoo! I just recently got some water brush pens and I love them. You were my inspiration. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, questions, comments, concerns, transfers? Okay, I'm finding a lot of the Marvy pens. I'm gonna make those a thing. And those, and the Faber-Castell and the Marvy. I think I'm getting down to the pens because I got all the pencils gone. How is this 20 minutes of me doing nothing but talking about pens? I have more than one of these glue pens. I love this glue pen. This I got at Hobby Lobby. It's the planner glue pen. Not sure where you get it at, but it's at Hobby Lobby. Don't touch anything twice. How do I like the silhouette? Oh, yes. I love Silhouette Studio, the design studio, but I don't love the machine as much as I like the Cricut. Really struggling here with the sun. You are always fab content. Thanks, Tish. You're awesome. But I was learning today as I was literally designing some stuff for my nephew's birthday banners and things, that I actually really like how Cricut Design Space for paper projects sends everything to the mat like closer together, whereas for HTV and vinyl, I really love Silhouette Studio, how you just leave it on the mat and move it off the mat and leave it come back on the mat. And I always kind of had that as a pro. I was like, oh, I really love that about it. And then today I don't work with paper very much, so I was working with paper and I was like, okay, I really love designing in Silhouette Studio, then bringing it into Cricut Design Space and then sending it to the mat, and all the pieces go where they're like close together for paper. I do wish Cricut Design Space had the option for setting your format to a regular paper size, so you don't have to move it all, because it like is formatted for 12 by 12. So that's kind of annoying too, but one day maybe they'll figure that out. So the machine itself, I don't mind it, but after using the Cricut for so long, the machine is kind of annoying. I'm not a huge, I know people swear by it though. I was reading comments on a review video and people just swear by the Silhouette. So I'm like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So you don't have to buy the program. The basic program is free, but if you want it to do things like be able to import your SVGs and stuff like that, there is different levels that you can purchase, but it's a one-time purchase and then you have it forever. So, and you can buy like the least package, and then if there's something you want and it's in a package higher, you can just pay the difference later and upgrade. Basically, that's what I really loved about it. So if you're kind of on the fence, you can just download the free version and play around with it, and it's so fun. It's so easy, and like, I don't know why it took me so long to just jump in and play with it. I have the business package because I wanted to be able to do everything, so that if I taught tutorials on it, that I would be able to do all of it. But it might be hard for me to remember like what parts people have and what parts people don't have. So Mr. Crafty Pants says, I wish Cricut Design had more functions like Silhouette Studio, but I'm like you, I don't care for the machine that much. But the cool thing is, you know, is I paid for the version that I could import SVGs and manipulate SVGs and save them as SVGs, so that I can design in Design Space and then upload them right to Cricut Studio, Cricut Design. I can design in Silhouette Studio, upload them to Cricut Design Space, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, best of both worlds. Do I ever scrapbook? I want to. I actually bought a bunch of clearance brown paper scrapbook things from Joann's, I feel like, and I want to scrapbook my story like on YouTube, but I don't know when I'll ever have time to do that. Maybe when the sun gets out of my face. Okay, I really want to move you guys over here now. Sorry, moving you guys all over the place. I swear the sun hasn't been out for 4 days because we've had so much smoke coverage. And now all of a sudden it's like, hey, I want to be there with you while you're live. Okay, now I'm going to squeeze over here. Guys, I'm just sitting here struggling. This is dumb. All right, does that work? I think I can only be live for like 1 more minute. You can change your paper size to 8.5 by 11. I used it when I did a banner for my son and only had those cardstocks on hand. On Cricut Design Space, because if you're telling me the truth, I'm gonna thank you, because please let me know. I'm gonna hide behind this wall. It's pointless. Yes, ma'am. How? What do I do? Where do I do that? How do I not know this? I'm supposed to be a product expert. How do I do it? How do I do it? Save me now, because I'm literally making stuff for my nephew's first birthday. Like today and tomorrow. And also going through a ton of pens and pencils. Mostly pencils. I've changed the size for paper. How do you do that? The sun. It's so annoying. So annoying. Just click on the 12 by 12 sheet and it has all sizes. On Design Space, right? On the menu where you mirror. All right, I'm gonna have to try it because that'll be a game changer. That'll be cool. So I'm gonna try it. I feel like once I'm done being live, I'm gonna walk away from this pile of pens and I'm not gonna finish it. And that's kind of why I wanted to go live with you guys and do this, because otherwise I would not sit here and do this. So, the sun's really killing my vibes. What do you think is the best project for Cricut Maker Beginner? Probably the project that comes with the machine is a really good one. It walks you through a lot of the steps and kind of gets rid of your fears of the machine itself, because it makes you write. I think it's been so long since I've done it, but it helps you cut paper. So do the project that comes with the box. That's really helpful. And then yes, dollar store items. And I would say a paper craft and then a HTV craft, like where you iron it onto something, and then a vinyl craft, because that goes in the amount of things that you'll need. So you'll need a lot, like you'll just need a piece of paper to do a paper craft. You'll need just HTV or heat transfer vinyl to do a heat transfer. You'll need an iron or something to iron it onto something. And then the next step would be vinyl, because that's when you would need transfer tape and a weeding tool and all that. So that step. I'm literally just hiding in the corner from the sunshine, guys. This is really annoying. I have 2 windows and the sun is like right between both of them. Or, I mean, I have to hide behind the little spot in between the windows. Are you planning on doing more sublimation products? I do more of those and now get the Uninet Eye Color 550. That's all I use to make shirts now. So for sublimation products, I've heard you can use regular paper. Somebody did that hack. I wasn't sure if that's real or not. But for our membership, we are actually partnering with a bunch of hand drawing artists, to make sublimation designs and stuff. So yay, it's Tay! So yeah, we'll be partnering with a bunch of people for 2021 to bring really cool content for sublimation and other things too. But I've heard Kim says you can use copy paper, so all you really need is like a sublimation printer, which I won't be carrying sublimation, but I am talking to a sublimation person who does like printers. The reason I didn't get into sublimation was back when I started to look at it, I was like, you have to create like your own printer basically and make it into a sublimation. But now people are coming out with sublimation printers, and so now I'm like, heck yeah, I want to get on that, because we can come out with print and cut stuff all day that is going to be knock your socks off versus, you know, the regular SVG. And so even though we have thousands of SVGs, print and cut is where you can really get creative, because we can use hand-drawn art and amazing colors, and you're not limited in colors. And so Epson Workforce 7720 with Cosmos ink, it's affordable, says Kim. Christine, you should, it's so worth it, the Facebook group is amazing. Thanks. So I have never used one, so I'm not going to recommend any, but I was going to reach out to Caesar because I know they're partnered with the sublimation branding person, and they like 100% like recommend a certain brand. So I was gonna see like maybe I can get my hands on one of those and show you guys, and then also whatever you guys recommend, I'll try to get my hands on something. I'm trying not to have too many big things. Like I have this new thing I need to review with you guys, and I'm deciding if I want to film it or if I want to just go live, which I think I don't know. It's such a cool product. I want to film it, but I think you guys need to see it like soon. So it's like a stencil maker, and it's called the Icon Art. Have you guys heard of it? It's not new, but it's really cool, and they sent me one, and so I want to do that, and it's kind of big. So I've been trying to like not have a ton of huge things in my studio space, or I just need to come up with a really creative way to store big things. The combo of printer and ink works well for me. Probably the biggest size you'll be doing adult shirts. Yeah, so anyone who doesn't know what sublimation is, basically it is it's an ink that you can print, like you can print onto sublimation paper, although some people think that you can use regular paper, and you basically can heat it up and it sublimates into a shirt. Like it literally will infuse into the shirt. That's why I was kind of pausing, because I was like, it's basically infusible ink, except you print it any design you want and you can put it on anything that you want. But infusible ink that Cricut came out with is like a whole sheet of sublimation ink, basically, that you cut out, so you have to cut it. Versus sublimation printing, you print your design and then you just put that on your shirt, and anything that's white on a white, how does that work? If it's white and you're putting it on like a black shirt, is that possible? How does that work? I don't think that works. I think you have to do full cut, or maybe you don't sublimate on black, you have to do it on a light color. It turns the ink into a gas which fuses to the fibers of synthetic fabrics. Very cool, very cool. Bleach the shirt. Well, then it would be a light colored shirt. You can't sublimate on dark color. Okay, got it. That's lame, but that is what it is. So for dark colors, it's best like printable HTV. Caesar has easy subli HTV to put on dark shirts. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look into that. Sublimation has to be done on mostly polyester. That's what I thought. You have to use white vinyl under the ink on dark fabrics. That's, oh, because you can sublimate on top of white HTV. And then you HTV the white on, so it's not actually infused into the shirt. It's infused into the white HTV, which is kind of cool, but then you're just kind of like taking extra steps to make printable HTV, I feel like. So that could be a thing, but is it too much? It might save you money. Yes, and glitter. Yeah, so you can also sublimate onto glitter HTV, which is really cool. The hack has been white glitter HTV, then sublimate on that. That sounds amazing. So what sublimation printer should I get for those of you who use it or know it? Like, I want a printer that just does it. I don't want to have to convert anything, because I was looking at it and they had like all these kits where I had to take basically like an inkjet printer and convert everything and have these like big bottles of ink that like went to, it sounded awful. And I was like, that just sounds like so much work. Not work, but like so much space taken up by one thing. I want just a printer that does it, if there's one. I don't even know if there are, so let me know and I'll try to get my hands on that. Bye, Linda. So I am no longer going through pens because the sun is in my pen zone, or my pens are in the sun zone. one or the other. The sun came first, so the pens are in the sun zone. But I'm gonna get going, otherwise I'm just gonna be really far in the corner of my office. This is the worst live video I've ever done, but it's okay. It's been a second since I've hung out with you guys, and I want to keep hanging out with you guys and doing fun, cool things. I've researched and I'm going to purchase the new Sawgrass UHD 1000. That sounds intense. Is it Sawgrass or Allgrass? Allgrass 800 year size paper. It's larger than 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14. I wished I would have gotten that one. Okay, cool, good to know. So, but then you have to get sublimation paper that is that big. You can convert it for me. Do I have to convert the Sawgrass one if I get it, or is it going to be converted when I get it? The company that reached out to me, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I need to get on a phone call with them, but I was like, listen, I've never done this before, so if you want me to represent this product, I got to test it out, which means I could be taking a while to do it, because you guys know me. I want it to be fully tested before I say anything on it. No, I have to convert it, or yes, I have to, it doesn't, I don't, are you coming out with new SVGs for fall? Absolutely. We come out with new SVGs every single week. The website, for anybody who has not been on the membership or isn't a member, the website is legit right now, and it is one-click download, like amazing SVGs. We've got templates. I'm coming out with 2 new pages soon that are going to be exciting and awesome if you're a paper crafter, and also if you're a wannabe designer. I have 2 pages coming out, and then business members is pretty much the same as it's always been, but we're working on that. Sawgrass is ready to go. Okay, cool. I want to look into it if I have time. My time is real. COVID, all I've been doing is working on the website and adding content and stuff. So yes, we come out with new SVGs every single week. We actually have a spot on the membership where you can request SVGs now, so our designer can look at them and put that in the lineup if that's something that she thinks is needed. So thank you. Yes, the website is my baby right now. I literally just work on the website any second I can, and I want to work on it all the time because it's getting so amazing. I had a converted one and it did not last me 3 months. Finally got a Sawgrass from Heat Press Nation and pay $63 a month for 12 months. Okay, so you like financed it or just pay like payments for it? I'd like to learn AI to create SVGs. Any recommendations? So I think I'm gonna be doing some Silhouette Studio design with me, is because I think it's more affordable and it's easier to learn than AI. So I recommend it after learning it. Love the sports SVGs that came out last week. Woohoo! Yeah, I am hoping that I can spend a little bit more time actually crafting with our SVGs with you guys soon. Although I have been making a ton of stuff. If you've seen my Instagram posts and saw how many shirts I made a ton of Halloween shirts and a ton of character shirts because I'm trying to get videos filmed of behind the scenes of the membership. In case you haven't ever seen the membership and you're not a member, I want you guys to know what's in there before you join. So my goal is to make sure that the membership is legit and always getting amazinger and amazinger, and by 10 years from now, you to go, I'm paying $8 a month for $1 million worth of content, basically. That's my goal. So so join, because we'd love to have you. All right, I'm gonna go because literally sun's right there. My arm is like glistening. I'm like, what is my arm doing? I'm not hating it, but it's doing. So yeah, that's my goal. 10 years from now, the membership will have $1 million worth of content. I already have designers lined up for 2021, and every single month at the moment is gonna be about $250 worth of content a month added to what we already have. But I'm also finding more and more designers because there's so many realms of crafting that I want to feature different designers in every realm. So, all right, that's enough of that. I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to try to go live more and more. Might be random stuff like this, but I just want to check in on you guys and stay in the know. I feel like I don't talk to you guys that much. Thank you, Kim. You're awesome. All right, I will talk to you